Now I suppose we could make sure that we would label these correctly, with our beginning and our ending here. So now this 345 is what will then be needed to move into our work in process account. And I'm going through these steps fairly slowly here, but I just want to make sure that we understand that we understand what the process. So we have our work in process balance here from the beginning is 15,000, and then we have our ending balance, and that was 12,000 over here. So now we have our additions to work in process, one of which was our direct materials amount. So DM here, which was something we needed to calculate, so the 345,000 from cell H4. And then we have our direct labor. So we'll go into our label here for direct labor. That's okay, we have plenty of space here. So direct labor, we don't have to do any other calculation to that. All we need to do is bring that amount into here. Now, of course, the calculation would have been done before. We would take a look at our wages throughout the year, including benefits for the people who are actually involved in making these cabinets. So that would be the addition here, and then our overhead costs would be something that we would, in this case, accumulated over time, but it's something that would have been allocated throughout the process. So we're looking to calculate our cost of goods manufactured here. So we would need to go through this process again to account for and accounted for. And now instead of 2 elements, we have 4 elements here, but that's all right. We can use our sum function. So 735 is what we need to account for. We have 12 in the ending balance. That means that our cost of goods manufactured must be 723. So we'll come up with a neat little highlight for that. So to ultimately figure out our cost of goods sold, we need to do the account analysis of finished goods. And I guess to be polite, I should go there and do that. And I'm sorry, merge there. And again, do the beginning balance and our ending balance as such here. And now we have the additions to finished goods are what's known as cost of goods manufactured. And then we want to know what our cost of goods sold number here is. So we go back to our beginning balance of 30. Our ending balance is 32. So we bring in our cost of goods manufactured of 723. So then that means our cost to account for here, the only thing that's coming in is a cost of goods manufactured is the 753. So to account for and accounted for. So we have to explain it all. So that means our cost of goods sold must be the 753 number minus the 32,000. And that's 721,000. So since that's a cost, we probably want to make sure that we put that in more of a reddish. It says orange, but that's all right. So this is our cost of goods sold amount for the year. And so this is something that we would want to be going through this process. Now you can make all sorts of schedules. If you find something that works a little better for you, that's fine. One thing that I'm going to insist on is that you use cell referencing. So now if you take the control button, control key, and the tilde in the upper left corner next to the 1, what it will do is it will show where you have done all sorts of calculations here. And so for instance, I did this equals B6 for the finished goods. I probably should have done the same thing here for work in process. Uh, my demerit there for that, and for raw materials, so that basically from the source data, we have used everything in terms of these calculations. And so that's what you want to get used to doing is is building a template so that you are using the source data that you're inputting a little bit on your own. And I know there are times when I get into these conversations with students, and they're like, well, no, I just want to type this up and do it myself. And uh, Excel will get sad when it doesn't get a chance to do its computations. That's what it's for. You're for telling it how to do it, and you do that by using cell referencing. So I hope this video helps get you situated. Let's go back to numbers. Sometimes people get a little concerned when they see all those formulas and that. But so in this problem, we work through that sort of process here. We're able to calculate the cost of goods sold for craft made during the accounting period.